and Shah City and around the world. Welcome to another episode of Chicago's Intellectuals Podcast. And today, we have a brother. He's a real fly brother. He's smooth, keeps himself in shape, and most of all, he takes pride in his work.
Absolutely.
We're talking about Chef Douglas Hudson. Hey man, I can hear the audience clapping in my head, man, but I ain't gonna have no time to sound
yeah, I can dig it.
Brother?
What's happening?
Hey man, one thing about people that's taking care of business, they don't have a lot of time. Okay,
that's a true statement.
So for that reason, man, I really appreciate you carving out time for this interview, man. We're gonna jump right into it, man. Hey, listen. Share with the world the background of Doug Hudson, man. Chef Doug Hudson. Can you share your background where you came up at?
Hey, just a humble servant, man, from the south side of Chicago, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's been a whirlwind of a journey, man. But I'm here now, baby.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, man, coming up on the south side of Chicago, man. Take us from elementary school and give us a chronology of your education.
Okay. Well, I graduated from Carter G. Woodson down on 45th.
I didn't know you was from the low end.
Yeah, from the low end, baby.
Oh man. All right, continue. Damn.
Yeah. So I moved down to the low end, man, after my mom died, man, when I was real young, down there with my dad. And I grew up, man, right on 47th Street, man. I'm on 47th, man. And from there, went to the almighty V, CVS, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no question.
I actually graduated from grammar school, man, when I was 12 years old. So I was like a year younger than my class.
Mm-hmm.
I graduated from high school, man, when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And I did the typical things, man, that a young brother did, back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The average stuff, average hustle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always tried to keep a little hustle, whatever. But I was always very smart in school. You know what I'm saying? But school just didn't appeal to me. So, did the typical things, man, me and my Pee-wee friends, Rugrat friends ran around doing, little mischievous stuff that we did. But I mean, it was cool for the most part. Yeah. And after that, man, because I was so smart, man, and I was living with my aunt at the time, at that age, 16, 17 years old, out in the streets doing whatever. She's like, well, you got to do something. you gotta get a job, or you got to do something, because you just can't be, chopping it up around here, not doing nothing, using up my electricity.
Yeah, that's how they get down. That's how they get down.
Yeah. So I ended up going to the service, man. I went to the Air Force, man, for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And got out, lived out on the West Coast for a minute, did the whole modeling thing, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And came back to Chicago, man, due to a family emergency.
Mm.
And I just never left, man. After that, as much as I hated school, I ended up going right back to school because I had a GI grant.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually went to medical school.
Okay.
And became a paramedic, chopped that up for some years. And after that, fell into the real estate business, back and forth doing, flipping properties, whatever the case may be, me and my crew.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, man, I did so much stuff, man. Ended up working for the University of Chicago,
Wow. I never knew that, bro. Okay.
I did a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So then after that,
mm-hmm.
going through some trials and tribulations, man, kind of fell off, into addiction, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Came up out of that, you know what I'm saying? It's by the grace of God. Because of my addiction, I ended up going to rehab and then becoming an actual drug counselor. Actually, one of the top drug counselors in Illinois, well, in Chicago at the time. And it was so real because I've actually went through it, so I could really relate to, you know what I'm saying, the clients and the patients. So I did that for about 8 years, man, till the budget got cut. you know. And so then after that, you know, I was always cooking, man. And then I just met somebody, man. I just recognized my talents and my natural talents, and you know, really encouraged me to go to culinary school. You know, because it was always just a hobby for me. You know, and I
Yeah,
looked at it like, you know, I've been cooking since I was 5 years old, 7 years old, man. After my mom died, you know,
yeah, yeah,
grandmother always had me in the kitchen. You know, told me that you know, it's not gonna always be somebody that'll cook for you, so you need to learn how to do this. And so that's how it all developed. That's how this all developed.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, like I said, somebody recognized my natural talent, man, and put that bug in my ear.
yeah.
I went back to school. You know what I'm saying? I went to, graduated from a Cordon Bleu about 11 years ago. The rest is history, brother.
Hey man, listen. Damn, you just fucked me up. I had so many questions, man. You know, I was reading your bio, man, but you know, of
Right.
course, those details are not there, man. But uh the first thing that I wanted to ask you is
Yes.
about you know, whether or not it was a real challenge and how you dealt with losing your mom at such a young age.
It was funny, man, because I didn't really know what was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that, I was waiting for her to come home or something like that, as far as I can go back. And like, she just never came home, and I just never understood until I don't know how my family was trying to protect us or didn't tell us right away what was going on, me and my sister, because I had an older sister.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, 1 year apart. So it's just like, yeah, she just never came home, man. And then, they finally just told us what happened. And then it took a long time. It took a long time for me to process that.
Mm-hmm.
And because I couldn't process it at such a young, or I didn't process it
Mm-hmm.
um, at such a young age, that was really, really the root, the underlying issue of my addiction, because I was just so
Mm-hmm.
mad. I was just so mad, at
Mm-hmm.
God, and I didn't know how to process that anger
Yeah.
until I went to rehab, until I got counseling. So after that, when my spirit got cleansed, man,
Yeah.
it's on since then.
Sky's the limit, baby.
Yes,
A
sir.
real chameleon, a renaissance man, a cavalier, baby. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, let me say this right now, man. Let me just say this right now. We're going to get this out of the way, man.
Okay.
Hey, man, we here to celebrate you, man.
I appreciate it.
You need to understand that, bro. Hey, listen, man, you've done so much in your life, man, and you're an extraordinary chef. I hear people talk about you all the time, and many of them don't know that I know you or that we went
Right,
to
right,
school together. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
And I'm
right.
just proud of you, man, and we
Appreciate
want to
that.
show the world, man, that brothers, man, we do celebrate each other, we do support one another, we believe in one another.
Right.
Okay?
We give each other our flowers, man.
Hey, man, listen, man, come on, man. Why not? How does that hurt me to celebrate you? Come
Come
on,
on, man.
you know what I mean? So that's the
That's how we
first
cut.
thing.
That's how we cut.
Second thing is, man, man, I was on them corners of 45th and Cottage Grove, man, doing
So
the
you know about you.
hand
So you know about
transaction.
44 and
Yeah,
45. So
yeah,
you know
yeah.
about 44 and 45.
I was across the street in front of Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah, you
and
took me
and
back on that
and
one.
I had my bout with the substances as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
fortunately,
By the
uh,
grace of God.
man, none of my children or anybody in society has seen me drunk or high in 29 years. You feel me? So, and I typically
That's
wouldn't
nice,
even
brother.
say that, man, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
When the
understand.
opportunity,
I understand. I
yeah,
understand. I
yeah,
understand, brother.
yeah. When the opportunity presents itself, man, hey, why not? Right?
Right.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Powerful, man. Powerful. Hey, listen.
Have no idea. You have no idea.
Man, I know, man. I know.
That is
Let me
good.
ask you this, brother.
Okay.
What are your values?
Be more specific.
What makes Douglas get up every day and operate with the passion that he does? Because those have to be your values.
My values are to try to get up every day, and be a better version of myself, man. Try to be better today
Mm-hmm.
than I was yesterday,
Yeah,
and just try to help somebody, man. You know
there
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
There it
That's it.
is.
If
Yeah.
I can help somebody, man, you know what I'm saying, within my range, that's what I'm with, man. That's what I'm with, man.
You know,
You
man,
know?
and you'll like this being a chef, man. So I
Huh?
have this nice garden in my backyard, right?
Right.
Nice garden, right? And my mentor told me, he said, you know, you plant a garden for 3 reasons, you know, to feed yourself and stay healthy, but also to share with other human beings.
Exactly.
But you also have the natural habitat. You know what I'm saying? Like the little
Yes.
butterflies and the
Yes, sir.
ladybugs, and they're
Nature.
gonna eat too. And
Yes,
you'll
sir.
be all right with that, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, so you know, me myself, man, I just I want to try and do something nice for somebody every day, bro.
That's what I try to do, man.
You know,
That's what
if
I
I
try
could
to do,
take my
man.
neighbors a couple of cucumbers, my elderly neighbors, take them a couple cucumbers, a couple of green tomatoes,
Right.
some turnips and mustards. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Man, man, them elders, man, they hug you so tight.
Yeah. So hard. They
They
love
hug,
hard.
they hug you so tight because we've gotten away from community and they miss that, man. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So yeah, I feel you, man. I
Yeah.
feel you. Listen, you're very passionate, man, about your
Yeah.
craft, about life. You're a fly dude. Here's my next question.
Okay.
Where'd you get your mindset? And who were some of your early influences?
Man, you know what? I really got my mindset from the streets, man. But I
Mm,
got my
yeah,
spirituality from my aunt. Because when I lived down on the low end, you know what, my dad didn't really kind of work out. You know what I'm saying? So I left him, I ran away and went to move with my aunt because it was a more stable uh atmosphere, environment. It's a
mm,
better word. And you know, she's a God-fearing woman.
yeah,
You know, her and my uncle, high school sweethearts, you know what I mean? They got 4 children. You know, we grew up like brothers and sisters. So this was my mom's oldest, not oldest sister, but older sister, like 2 years older than her. So
yeah.
yeah, my grandmother had 3 girls, and my mom was the baby, and the aunt that raised me was the middle.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's where I really get my foundation from, my spiritual foundation.
Mm,
And you know, we chop it up at least once a week on the spiritual side. That's my spiritual, advisor.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever I need something, man, whenever I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I can always call her. And she bring me up out that situation, man, with a word, and bag it up with some scripture,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's where I get it from, and that's what keeps me going, man. That's what keeps me going.
that's love, man. That's love. I hope
Yeah,
the world heard
she's
that.
90, she's 89, 90, but we chop it up just like how me and you chopped it up,
Yeah, yeah,
so, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's where the game
She a,
is. That's where the
she a
real
real one.
game is.
You're a real one. She a real one. You're a real one.
Yes, sir.
You're a real one. For real.
Hey, let's move on, man. How did you come up with the concept of intimate cuisine?
Well, funny you
Yeah,
should ask me that question.
yeah, let's go, man. Let's go.
So it's just like, because I was like the go-to cook or whatever the case may be after I graduated school, I was like, what would be a niche for me? Because I really wanted to go in, uh, I wanted to come out of school, going into people's kitchens, cooking for them. So I
Mhm.
said, what would be a niche? What would be catchy? You know what I'm saying? That'll get people's attention and sort of draw them toward me. And so I came up with the name. I chose the name Intimate Cuisine
Yeah.
because my whole pitch was, at the time, I was meeting so many people, but my whole thing was, just trying to get people together on a more intimate level
Mhm.
and enjoy some good food. You know what I mean? You ain't always got to go outside, to a restaurant, spend all this money. I mean, it's cool if whatever. But I mean, when I talk to people, I was like, don't you think this would be a little bit more intimate if we did it at your house?
Mhm.
And so that's how that came about. And then word spread, and then it's just been, man, nonstop since then.
That's cold blooded, man. But it doesn't surprise me, man. It does surprise me being the guy that you are, man. Fellow Cavalier,
You
Listen,
believe it, baby.
where do you plan to take intimate cuisine in the next 5 years?
So intimate cuisine is the umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot of caveats and a lot of branches up under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, intimate cuisine is basically a business that provides, personal chef services. I do private events. You know, still, on occasion when I had time, I might, deliver food, throughout the city. Uh, but basically, what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to extend that to somebody else. Because
Mm.
basically what I do now is uh, consult up and coming restaurants as far as how to build a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So I go in. What I do is, we get a spot, we get a space, somebody got an idea, and then I come in and I just like, supply all the industrial, the stoves, and I just sort of frame it out for them and lay it out. So basically, what I'm just like a restaurant consultant.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's just one branch. But I mean, the goal is to have other chefs up under me, up under my name and Intimate Cuisine, spreading out to, do the same work that I do. Because I just don't have time to do it.
Yeah. Hey man,
So,
that's some real fly shit. And you jumping ahead, you answering some of my future questions. And I love it, man. I love it. And this is just,
okay.
hey man, this is just passion on display, bro. That's
Yeah,
all it is. You know what I mean?
sure.
Because my
Yeah.
next question was about to be, man, are there other up and coming young chefs that you're mentoring?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm actually trying to we got the Obama Center going up, the museum. So what I'm trying to do is, create a culinary program for youth. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of stuff going on, and I've been in contact, with some people over there, and we just trying to, mesh it up and put it together. But yeah, that's one of my goals, man, for the next year.
Okay.
Is to get in there, man. Get that whole thing situated, and yeah, man, that's what I'm working on.
Yeah, I've worked with you for a long time, man. In the
Yeah,
event,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
in the event that you need any assistance, with cultivating that program, in terms of connecting to the youth,
Yeah,
just reach out, man. Don't
okay.
hesitate to
Yeah,
reach out,
I
man.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Tell the world, man. And this is gonna be I anticipate that this will probably be a challenging question. Tell the world, man. I mean, you've been cooking for some years.
I've been cooking since I was 7 years old.
What are your top 3 meals? Your top 3 favorite meals to prepare, bruh? Give me the top 3. I know you done cooked a lot.
My range is so diverse, man. Well, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Let's do it this way. I'm classically French trained professional. I'm classically soul trained from my grandma.
Right.
So let's infuse that.
Okay.
Let's infuse that. And my grandfather is from Cuba. So let's infuse that. Let's infuse that. So it's very diverse. But if I had to say what my favorite is, it's gonna always be, I say seafood. You know what I'm saying? I like Italian food. Caribbean food, and of course soul food. So mix that up into your gumbo. You know what I'm saying? I know you said 3, but I had to give you 4.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But for real, on the strength, if I really just had to just pick one, it's got to be soul food, man, because I got it from my grandmother.
There it is, baby.
Everything else, you know what I'm saying, just sort of snowballed after that. You know what I'm saying? Everything else just sort of fell in place, man, by God's will. So, but
That's so real,
with all that other stuff, man, I can still get out on some soul food for real.
That's so real, bro. That's so real. Hey, listen. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of chefs? Oh, we're doing an interview, man. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. So I'm gonna say my grandmother. That's
Okay.
number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. She gotta get in there.
Who's gonna
And
argue
then,
with it?
who's gonna
Yeah,
argue with that?
yeah.
And then I'm gonna say, man, it's just so many. Carla Hall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, Emery Lagasse.
Okay, Emma, you like Emma. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I got a couple of local favorites too, man. A couple of my guys.
It's your Mount Rushmore, bro. It's yours.
You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta put, I gotta throw in my man. He's from Chicago. I gotta throw in Chef Brian X, man. That's my dude, man.
Okay.
That's my dude. And I guess, man, I ain't got no favorites, man. Me.
There
You know what I'm
it
saying?
is. There it is.
Me. Me.
There it is. I would expect nothing less.
Me.
Yeah. I would expect
Me.
nothing less, man.
Yeah. I'll go up against anybody.
Yeah.
I'll go up against anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go up against anybody, man. Good for a lot of people, man. A lot of celebrities, man. A lot of politicians, a lot of athletes. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
got a good following. I got a good following.
I would be surprised to hear anything else coming from you. Okay.
Yeah.
I would be surprised to hear anything. Yeah, you go up there, you put yourself up there, man. You put in the work.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Listen, man, let me ask you this question, man. The pandemic, man, they're saying that we're over it. I'm still hearing about some cases and things of that nature.
Yeah.
How did you make it through the pandemic, bro?
Man, it was crazy, man. For me, it actually helped me out a lot because people weren't coming out. So people knew, you know what I'm saying, of my product, and I delivered, gourmet salads. That's how Intimate Cuisine started. Me delivering food, out the back of my truck. And so people weren't coming out, so I was going it in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what really that's what kept me afloat, man, because, I do, 20 orders a day. Chop that up for 4 days out of a week. That's really making more money than, you know what I'm saying, I would be making if I was working at a restaurant. All the restaurants was closed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At that time, I had been doing it for like maybe 6 or 7 years, man. So it was word of mouth. And everybody was like, man, are you? Yeah. And I will drop it off at your doorstep. Cash at me.
Cold.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no connection. Ain't gonna be no interaction.
Yeah.
But the product is still there. So yeah, man. The pandemic, man, did me. It really worked for me. And it gave me an opportunity, man, to come up with different ideas, man, and and to try to focus on different things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it worked for me.
In other words, you made productive use of that time to delve deeper into your creativity. Me and my co-host was just talking about that, man. That this podcast was born out of the pandemic.
Yeah, a lot of them were.
I ended up.
A lot of them were.
Yeah, man. I ended up, man, being accepted into a PhD program during that time. Purchased a home. Starting a private practice. Man. Because what else you gonna do? You in the house.
Hey, man, you in the house, man.
Come on, man. I told my partner, I said, hey, man, it makes no sense to come out of this thing in the same condition that we went into it.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
They looked at me like I was an alien.
Absolutely.
Right? Now look.
Right. Right.
Hey, man, that's just what it is, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, what does Douglas Hudson read?
Life.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's simple and to the point.
Very simple. Very simple.
You know what I
Very
mean?
simple. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Every day I have to. I have to get something out of it every day, man.
What type of music do you listen to?
Oh man, stop it, man. House.
Come on with it.
Don't do me like this, man. You know I'm old school. You know I'm old school, baby. I need some house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 60s and some 70s. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Some 90s. So yeah, yeah. Throw some gospel in there for sure. Throw some gospel in there. But yeah, we house heads, baby.
Yeah. We house heads for life, man. You
Stop it,
know.
man.
Hey,
Stop
listen,
it.
man. We have to ask these questions though, because we're very busy men, man, and not a lot of time for nonsense. But we also, man, want to present to the world the fact that we're also human and we enjoy
Absolutely.
ourselves as well. Yeah, we businessmen, we
Yeah.
doing our thing, but we're also
Right.
human. We let our
Right.
head out and we get busy too. You
Right. Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
How do you presently view the state of our youth?
Hey, you got youth having youth, man. So it's just like it's not like how we came up, man. You know what I'm saying? It took a village to raise us.
Yeah,
Take a little bit more than a village, man. But the situation at this point, you know what I mean? I just think that, man. I just think that the focus on family is sort of just like dwindling away.
mm,
You dig what I'm saying? Because like when we came up, man, family's so
yeah,
tight knit. So you know what I'm saying? Now, not so much, man. Not so much. I mean, you got somebody that's 32 years old and a grandmother. You
grandparents.
know what I'm saying? So it's just like, where are the men? You know what I mean? Where are the men? You got women raising boys and they're not producing men.
Right.
So I feel a certain type of way about, you know, a male not being present in the household.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's why I have the foundation and the mindset that I have, because I was raised in a two-parent household
Mm-hmm.
when I lived with my aunt after my mom died. So I know the dynamic between both. And I see the dynamic when you don't have a male presence in the house.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a sad thing, man. And I really think that society as a whole really needs to have a look at that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, but boy, that's why I've always tried to do the work, man, that I've done, man, for a long time now, man.
Right.
And this is part of the reason why we want to have people like you and success stories such as yourself who come from the same hoods as some of these young people, man, to show them,
Yeah,
hey, man, look,
I
it
can do
wasn't
it.
all a bed of roses, bro, but we
Hey,
persevered, man. And you
look, let me
can
tell you
too.
something.
And you can too. Hey, man.
Absolutely. I try to tell these cats, man, these young cats, man, like by all laws of nature, I shouldn't even be here. And I
Yeah.
know it. By all laws of nature, I shouldn't be living right. And I know it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I OD twice. Come on, man.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Stop it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I done been through some things.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I can make it out, man, you can make it out. And
You
and,
can
and,
make
and
it.
as a matter of fact, you ain't even got to go down the road that I went down. That's what I'm telling you.
There it is. There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might not make it.
Well, a
And I
lot
don't
did
even want to
make
see
it.
you in that position, man.
We
My
know
young,
that a lot didn't make it. We know this.
yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
We
sir.
know that.
It's a blessing to be talking to you right now.
Yes, sir. Ain't
Good
no
health,
question.
man.
Likewise.
You know
Likewise.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up. I
Let me
know.
ask you, man.
Rod. Come on,
Huh?
man. Come on, man. You know.
I know, man. I know what it is. Yes, sir.
So, I mean, things that are understood, man, don't need to be explained, man.
There it is,
That's why you got
man.
to explain it to the younger youth, man, to the younger guys, man, because they
If
don't get it yet.
if you know, you know, man.
Right.
I have one last question before our final segment, man.
Okay.
How proud of you of your partner, Kool-Aid, man?
It's my brother. Come on, man, stop it. I talk to him every day. You know, I'm the godfather of his kids.
Anthony Frazier, man.
Anthony
Battalion
Kool-Aid
Chief
Frazier, man.
Frazier.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Words can't even describe. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he is a big part of the reason why I am who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though I was as messed up as I was,
Mm-hmm.
he was always right there with me, man. Say, man, look, man, this ain't even you, man. What's up? You want to die? You want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
It ain't you. You know, so he actually dropped me off at rehab, man. Yeah. So,
And we
hey,
need
what can I
that,
say,
man.
man? Hey, man. Hey,
We
man.
need people like that. We
He
need
didn't
people.
let go, man. He didn't let go, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't let go.
Yeah, we
You know what
need
I'm saying?
people like that that's gonna hold us accountable, risk our
Yeah.
anger, kick us in
Yeah.
our ass, and whatever
Yeah.
it takes.
Yeah. Hey, man, look. And it works both ways, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It works both ways, man. Everybody got something going on.
Everybody got something.
Everybody got something going on. You know,
Hey.
you might not have going on. It might not be, you know what I'm saying? What I got going on.
Yeah.
But I can see it. I can give it to you through a different lens. And that's how we get, you know, that we keep it 100, man, all the way around the board with each other. Hey, it's not only Kool-Aid, it's me, Kool-Aid, you know, Ty, Kevin, you know, the original Pee-wees, baby. We still locked in.
Yes, sir.
We still locked in, baby. Ralph, we still locked in, man.
The Pee Wee Pimps.
We still wouldn't
Hey,
go that
man.
far, but
Hey, man.
go that far.
Fun fact. We were in high school, man. I used to see you cats. I'm like, man, I'm from the low end, man. What the hell they doing, man? These guys.
God, I swear
And
to God,
then I
man, I know you
said,
from the low end,
eventually,
man.
as time went on, eventually I said, these dudes some gangsters. These dudes
We
some,
were
they pretty
gangbanging,
much
and it's
did what
funny.
they want to do.
Look, it's funny because we were gangbanging, man, and it's funny because it's like half of us was in one gang and half of us was in the ops.
I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
never knew. You couldn't tell.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
Damn.
So you got one side folks, you got one side stone. All right, cool. But our love for each other was so deep. Every time you know the shit went down, we show up. We went right past each other, man. Go to the next. Woo, 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 woo. And then after that whole ordeal was over, the case may be, baby, later on, man, we right back, man. You know, breakdance. Talking about that shit.
Oh my God,
I'm
man.
telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy.
Hey, man.
It's crazy.
I was thinking about the Pee Wee Pimps, man, and I'm on a text message chain with some of my close homies from the band. You know, we were all in the band together, and we had all our
Right.
together and everything, man. And man, y'all names often come up, man. But
Hey,
I
man.
was just saying to them guys,
Well, nobody changed, man. Everybody
said,
just got different positions in life, and ain't nobody changed.
yeah. I said these guys, though, in high school, they carved out a respected lane for themselves.
But ourselves, right? We had our own life.
Cold blooded, man.
Yeah,
Cold blooded.
and it's that way until this day. Nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. Only positions in life, man. But the brotherhood ain't changed at all.
That shit is just amazing, man. Hey, man, I'm so proud to have had the chance to know you, to go to school with you, man. Ultimately, to interview you, man. I wish you nothing but the best. We're so proud of you, man. So very proud of you. I'm letting the world know, you know, and keep pushing, man. Keep pushing forward. Hey, listen,
absolutely.
As we close, we have this one final segment of our interview process called Bring Some Weed. I got a story to tell, and I don't even smoke. And in this segment, we afford our guests the opportunity to tell a story of their choice, good, bad, or indifferent. You know, we just like to afford our guests the opportunity to tell a story of their choice. So now is your time.
Okay. I got a few of them, but let me try to. I mean, where you going with this, Rod? I mean,
It's on you. It's your story, brother. I can't dictate your story. You're a man's man. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do.
I don't want no smoke.
You
I don't
know?
want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, man. You know, this can get kind of gritty, man. So you know what? I think
Do your thing, man. Do your
I'm
thing.
gonna pass on that one, man. I think I'm gonna pass on that one, man. Cause I mean, cause I start rambling, man, and I end up somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
With you now, you the first person that's kind of declined on that, and I can only imagine why. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it professional because
I mean,
we want to promote your brand. We want to promote your brand, man. Why don't you share with the world how to get in contact with you in case they want to pop some of that delicious cuisine, man.
All right, so listen, man. You can hit me up at intimatecuisine.dh@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can also reach me on my Facebook page, Douglas R. Hudson. My IG is Dougie0904. My TikTok is Dougie0904. So just reach out to me, man. I'm available.
Yeah.
Inbox me, DM me, get with me.
There it is. Hey, tune in for the next episode of Chicago's Intellectuals Podcast. We're ending for today. For Chef Doug Hudson, I am the Kid Rod Allen. We'll see you next time. Peace, peace, peace.
Peace.